what you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Foles. And he's got Gresham. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Foles. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Go, go. Yeah, go, go. Let's go, let's go. Team, still. Stop. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sua Cravens. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. A gain of 32 that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. They're on 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got
Dion Lewis. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Logan Ryan. 17-0 our score after 1.
Check, 47. I got you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line. Bullet, ride. 1. Check 43.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Mariota completes it to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
64, wait. Shut that. Motion, check. Shift.
On play action, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
He don't want it.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 32-yard line. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
13. Watch the screen.
They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the penalty, it's 4 down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Foles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Come on, D. Joker. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Mariota again. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Dion Lewis. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Zebra.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead.
Titans 34, Jaguars nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
One. Big stop, let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Hey, nice 7. 55, my God, 55. Yeah. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
One. 47 is the mic. Check right. Scene 6. 7's the mic. 7's the mic. Here we go.
Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota good again to Lewis. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They try again with Lewis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette. 76 yards. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They go play action. Mariota. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down and 4, Foles flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On third down, Fournette. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The open man is Westbrook. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Zebra. 13.
To throw again on second down. Foles. And this is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They'll look to throw. And they almost just had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Again, it's Fournette. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Watch the ship.
Yeah, go, let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 59 yards. Now Leonard Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
And they will take a knee here.
Holds on the keeper.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Titans, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.